Hi everyone, I am Kushwan Kumar Panduri. Today I am going to present a topic security misconfiguration. Misconfiguration means it's a system or asset or tool which is set up incorrectly and leaving it vulnerable to malicious activities. And this is a leading cause for data breaches. With the growing use of hybrid data centers and cloud environments in these days, there is increase of complexity in applications, operating systems, and frameworks. There are different examples like access to resources is not equipped using IAM roles, and the S3 bucket encryption is not turned on, and like the resources that are not properly configured with identity and access management rules. And coming to security misconfiguration. The security misconfiguration means the controls that are defined inaccurately or any default configurations causes the security misconfiguration, like the different aspects like not changing the password recently. If you not change the password in limited time of period, or so after some 20 days or 30 days, it may lead to a misconfiguration or vulnerability. And lack of proper firewall protection. There should be a great firewall protection to defend the attacks which attackers try to access the data in our systems, and the files without a proper encryption, like the file should be transferred from one system to other system very securely. uh, the to transfer it securely, we should encrypt those files. Then only we can have a good security in while transferring the files. There are different aspects for occurring the security misconfiguration, like developers might write a flexible firewall rules and create network shares for convenience while building software, and leave them unchanging, or leaving them without modifying anything. Sometimes administrators also allow configuration changes for testing or troubleshooting purposes and forgot to revert to the original state. And also it's not uncommon for employees to temporarily disable their antivirus when it overrides certain actions, like running installers, then forgot to re-enable it later. The devices having less security has the great possibility, has the great possibility of attacking, because every device should maintain secure levels very high, like maintaining the antivirus softwares in the system. Uh, to identify these security configurations, there are different aspects, like getting a better understanding of a hybrid and complicated environment. Uh, to get a better understanding of on this environment, a real-time map of entire ecosystem is necessary to effectively prevent misconfigurations and protecting the applications. Organizations must understand what they have in their environment. This can be done by gaining the right kind of visibility into the environment. Uh, a deep insight into the expected behaviors, performance, and health of different assets in the infrastructure is made possible by visibility. The potential misconfigurations can also be identified with gained visibility. And the second one is internal and external scanning and testing for misconfigurations. Once visibility is gained into the environment, assets, expected behavior, communication, and workflows, the application and all its assets need to be scanned thoroughly to identify the security configuration. This step is to be done periodically. Uh, all its assets need to be scanned and easily identified by intelligent automated scanners, such as those identify app trainer. Testing is imperative to identify unknown vulnerabilities, and there are different aspects like prevention of misconfigurations. Coming to impact of security misconfiguration, uh, the attackers can get controls on the network, what the system or what the system we are using. If they get control on the network, they try to access the data inside the system, which is very sensitive data. We can lose a lot of data, a lot of sensitive data information. Once the attack is happen, there are different aspects like having malicious activities, the loss of usernames or account numbers, or different aspects will be happen in this. As data is very important, and we should protect it by having like antiviruses in our system, and using the network that we are using should maintain a great firewall system. There are different mitigations to reduce the security misconfigurations, like a regular checking of application interface configuration files, avoiding the insecure communication. The communication should be secure, and it should be limited to some extent. And the next one is preventing unauthorized access. It's Unauthorized access means when a person gains entry to computer network system or application software or data or other resources without permission. It is also access a resource that they do not have permission to use. The most common reasons for unauthorized entry are to steal the sensitive data in our system and cause damage to it, like the protection of sensitive data from unauthorized access, the protection of sensitive information from unauthorized modification, etc., like hold data hostage and a part of ransomware attacks. And the next one is encrypting the data. Whenever the data is transferring, it should be encrypted from one file between the files, or else it will be a chance for the attackers to gain access and steal the information. And the software should be up to date, and should maintain the latest version, which is developed and should be developed with the secure languages. The patching activity should be done regularly, because for checking the servers that are running perfectly, or uh, if we have any stoppages in the servers, etc. And this one of the sample example. uh, in the left side column we can see that the client sending the request, and which is highlighted the identifier in and coming to the right side column, you can see that attackers tries to access it, and they changed the identifier and kept an invalid identifier, which results in detailed exception error. Like this, in this we can see that the attacker has changed the invalid identifier, which is highlighted here. And it's one of the example. This is one of the example in which attacker performs an unauthenticated options HTTP request when attempting to access the confidential data. To protect these vulnerable backend servers, we can check the options for the method using HTTP irules command, where by using the options method, and then perform actions such as returning HTTP response code to the client. This profile allows you to limit the permitted HTTP methods in the known method setting. You can configure the affected HTTP profile with the value or reject for the unknown method setting, and delete the value options from the known method settings. Uh, while the big IP system is not vulnerable, the big IP system will proxy exploits to vulnerable Apache servers behind the big IP system. You can protect these servers by disallowing the options method in all the requests. Here is the sample code. We can see where it is declared in the if condition. If HTTP method equals to options, it returns the 501 response 501, and or else it returns the additional logic if needed. Uh, or else if it equals to the given option, it returns the response 501, or else additional logic should be given here. This is one of the example. These are the some of the references I have gone through for the examples. Thank you very much.